guys, MrTLexify back, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the top 5 worst Juggernog spots, or the top 5 worst Juggernog locations in Call of Duty World at War Zombies, Black Ops Zombies, and of course Black Ops 2 Zombies. Now with this list, the Call of Duty top 5 worst Juggernog spots, this is just essentially taking all the maps from World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and figuring out which zombie map had the worst Juggernog location. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So coming in at the number 5 spot, this is going to be without a doubt Call of the Dead. Now Call of the Dead was a great map, don't get me wrong with that, but the Juggernog location was just way too far. It was on the complete opposite side of the map, and also with Call of the Dead, the Juggernog was just so expensive to get to. You'd have to buy so many doors to get to it, and those doors would be very expensive. It was a very long trek as well. You have George Romero following you while you're trying to get it. You have the ice pool, which can freeze you, and it really distorts your vision sometimes, and I just really don't like how they made Juggernog so hard to get in this map. But without a doubt guys, Call of the Dead is one of my favorite maps, and I definitely think it's one of the best maps Treyarch has ever made. Now going on to the number 4 spot, this is going to be Die Rise. Now Die Rise, there is no specific Juggernog location, which is the huge problem about Die Rise. Die Rise, if you do not know, if you have not played Die Rise, the Juggernog location switches every time you play, and it just gets very confusing, and you have to go down to the very bottom of the map to turn on the power to first get to Juggernog, and then you have to ride an elevator up to get to Juggernog. So it's a very long trek, and you're basically opening up all of the doors in the map to get to Juggernog, which does kind of suck guys, and that's one real big reason why I do not like the Juggernog location in Die Rise. Anyways guys, I forgot to mention that we are not going to be including Nuke Town because it does not have Juggernog, so that's not going to be the number 1 spot on the list. But for the number 3 spot, this is definitely going to have to be Kino Numa. Now with Kino Numa, you might have to buy almost every single door in the map to finally get Juggernog, which is one of the worst parts about Kino Numa. But other than that, I really like Kino Numa. It's a very diverse map. It's very different between the other maps. It's got a lot of unique facts and factors into the map, which is why I really like Kino Numa, but the Juggernog can sometimes get me really angry. But anyways guys, going down to the number 2 spot, this is going to have to be Nuke Town. Now with Nuke Town, oh my goodness, it's just so awful what can happen when you're trying to get Juggernog. You might have to wait up to around round 25 to get Juggernog on Nuke Town. It is absolutely ridiculous. I can't tell you guys how many times I've reset my game or restarted it because I just didn't get Juggernog early enough, and I kept downing and dying. So Nuke Town guys, definitely one of the hardest maps to get Juggernog if your Juggernog arrives late. Sometimes you can get it really early on and be lucky, but usually when I'm playing, Treyarch likes to troll me, so they usually give it to me on round 25. And Nuke Town also is a very small map, so surviving without Juggernog is a very big task indeed. Now going down to our honorable mentions, the honorable mentions, are going to be a little bit different this time. They're 2 honorable mentions. They aren't as hard as the list, as the ones I put in the list, but they are definitely worth mentioning guys. So for the first one, this is going to be Kino Der Toten, because with Kino Der Toten you have to buy a whole half side of the map, because Kino is sort of like a circle when you think about it. So you have to buy half the circle of doors to get to the power, turn on the power, and the Juggernog location is there. But that's not the worst part about the Juggernog location in Kino Der Toten. But the worst part about the Juggernog location is that there's only one entrance in and one exit out, and it's very hard to get to, especially if you have a ton of zombies on you. You're pretty much dead. There is no room where the Juggernog machine is. You're pretty much gonna die, and it's not really helpful, because if you have players there, maybe they can help, but usually the Kino Der Toten spot can be very challenging. Now going on to our second honorable mention, this is no doubt going to have to be Buried. And now Buried's Juggernog location can be very helpful, but most times when I played Buried, I usually died. It's a long tunnel. If you guys don't know, Juggernog location on Buried, sorry, is a long tunnel, and then there is the Juggernog machine. It's pretty easy to get to, but just the location itself, you can get trapped easy, and the trample scene doesn't really help you because it won't really send you high enough to jump over the zombies. The only thing that can really help you is either the time bomb, the monkey bombs, or the paralyzer, but other than that, at a high round, you're going to be stuck there and you're probably gonna die. Now, without a doubt, the #1 map has definitely got to go to Moon. Now, if you have played Moon, you will definitely know what I'm saying, because to get Juggernog on Moon, if you have not played it, you have to go on a teleporter, which is on the complete opposite side of the map, and then go and get Juggernog. But that's not the worst part. When you come back to Moon and go on the teleporter again, it will be Speed Cola, so you have to do this again to get Juggernog, and this will take you 6 to a bunch of rounds, guys. And if you are on like round 50 and you down and you lose Juggernog, you're pretty much done, because you have to go through around 6 rounds to get your Juggernog back. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard, guys. It's one of the worst ideas I've ever heard from Treyarch. Such a bad idea, guys. But anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not going to be daring today, so let's hit 300 likes for the next episode. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.